You know which Apollo mission just doesn't get enough love? This one. This weird looking launch. This is Apollo 5. Apollo 5 launched on January 22nd of 1968, and it was an unmanned test of the lunar module. As such, it didn't even launch with legs. A legless lunar module went up because all they really needed to do was test the engines on the descent and ascent stages. The plan was to launch the spacecraft in an elliptical orbit, then cold soak for 3 hours, and then do 2 burns of the descent propulsion engine, the big engine they would use to actually land on the moon. The first was just going to be 39 seconds, and the second was going to be 739 seconds, so they could test the engine at different thrusts as though it were going down for a landing. The mission didn't exactly go according to plan. It got up and into orbit just fine, but that first burn, the engine shut down after just 4 seconds. The computer had shut down the engines because it registered that it wasn't getting enough thrust within those critical first 4 seconds. But engineers just hadn't really realized that for this burn test, they needed 6 seconds. The crew of Mission Control figured out an alternate way to do the test. They basically shut down the guidance computer and did a 33-second burn on the 4th orbit, then another 28-second burn after that. Then later, they did a 60-second ascent engine test burn to simulate an abort, but this one also had problems because the engineers failed to update the guidance computer. Then it was time for the reaction control system test. These are the clusters of 4 engines all over the vehicle designed for attitude control. Again, the guidance computer hadn't been updated. It thought the descent stage was still there, so it used way more fuel for these maneuvers, thinking it was moving a heavier mass. None of the burns were perfect, but the mission ended after 7 hours and 52 minutes when it re-entered the atmosphere and burned up on re-entry. But enough of the objectives were actually met that the mission was considered a success, and as a bonus, it demonstrated how well Mission Control could adapt to things going wrong on a flight.